everybody up here again. This your boy Hood. I'm riding. We're doing a good day, big day, beautiful day. I appreciate y'all checking us out. We got to make sure everything is working, everything is looking good in the system. That's what we got to do. Um, all right, one step at a time. All right. Sound is rocking. The sound is rocking. I appreciate y'all coming to check us out. Yo, it's going down again, as you already know. These people is going crazy on they going crazy on the black folks up there in Cincinnati. All the craziness that went down. The guys tried to jump some black people, and then it turned really, really bad for those folks. What can you say? You know what I mean? If you pull it with a stranger, things can get bad for you, but people got to really use their side of their brain to understand that. You can't think that you're going to victimize somebody and get away with it. So that just not going on no more. It's not that time and era no more. Like if you hurt a black person, you can get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's what those people had to really fathom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it got ugly. We all saw it get ugly for them, but it should, because you got to stop with the ridiculousness. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hurt each other. It's just stupid. Because again, black people is the ones who get the bad end of these sticks. These people do not. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to let me let this play out. Let this play real quick. We'll let these people talk. You know what kind of people they are. So, but I gotta let the commercial play first, and then I'm gonna go over here. And is it over with yet? You know they gotta put the stupid commercial up. Welcome to the channel, though. This your boy Hood. You rocking with Black Outrage 34. All right, let's let them talk their smack. It's Fox, so you know they gonna have that biased opinion.
That sparked outrage of the citywide crime rate. Chinley Painter joining us now with the details. Good morning, Chinley.
Hey, good morning. So it's nearly a week after that 3 a.m. street fight in downtown Cincinnati, and it went viral online. City leaders are now taking to the podium to address the fallout and the rising concern over crime. Watch.
Where we want to go as a city is only possible when residents are safe, and when, importantly, they feel safe spending time in our public spaces. And while the data shows the progress that we've made, it means nothing if the public perception does not match. And currently, too many Cincinnatians don't feel safe.
City officials saying they will increase police presence in downtown, including a bike patrol and officers on segways. And to free up officers, the governor will actually send state troopers to work highway patrol. So far, 6 people have been charged with aggravated rioting and felonious assault. 4 are in custody, and police are actively pursuing the other 2. And I want to warn you, the following image is pretty graphic. Police saying Jerome Matthews and another suspect ambushed the victim.
Yeah, and you heard the word ambush. It was definitely not an ambush. It's a lot of eyewitness accounts from that day, whereas the people were saying that they was picking a fight with a group of black dudes. It turned bad for them, which is crazy. I mean, you see her face, it looked like she was in a brawl with 35 people, but the streets is the streets. Outside your house is outside your house, and it's not comfortable, especially if you're out there being gangster and crazy. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Join the membership over there, the pin in the comment section. I appreciate y'all checking me out. This is a dope show that then got the Black Outrage 34. We're going over this Cincinnati Brawl arrest, and everybody that's dealing with this craziness. You know what I'm saying? They want black people to go down for this, and it's just not really right. You know what I'm saying? They got what they had coming to them because they wanted to be on some gangster shit with strangers, and I was just a person that believed that if you out here messing with strangers, things can go bad. Like leave people to hell. Leave people alone, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. I gotta write something in here real quick because I want to make sure we got this popping. The A button. Yeah, I want y'all to hit us up in the comment section. I'll host a Q&A later on if you want to support us. We got 30 minutes on this little challenge right here. Let me see if I could send it through. And I definitely appreciate y'all checking us out. Hit the like button, hit the share button. There we go, start goal. That was the thing right there. We got super chats over there in comment section. I want y'all to rock with us on the super chat, show love, hit the like button, share the message. All right, I'm gonna look up this other video I wanted y'all to see really quick too, because this is the reason why I did it, because the guy was talking that good stuff. That guy, Tim, what's good? What you saying? We all need to donate to Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe. I heard that. Hey, why don't you be the first one to lead the way, man, bro? Lead the way. Lead the way. And then send us a receipt showing you did it. That's how we do that. Teamwork, make the dream work. I have to actually play this little goofy commercial that they got going on. Lord have mercy. And then we get back to the conversation. Where we going at? Shut up. Get out of here, YouTube commercial. You know, anyway. If you already donated $5,000, where the receipt at, bro? Come on, don't talk. That's called cap, man. We don't do that over here. This a real channel, real dudes. You ain't got a cap. You got to go around with some females and all that with all the super lying. We don't want to hear all that, man. We ain't dead,
More
man.
suspect is in jail tonight in
Get
connection
to
to the downtown fight. Cincinnati police arrested Dominique Kittle today on felonious assault and riot charges. This comes just hours after city and county leaders held a news conference. For the first time, they have spoken together since Mayor Aftab Purval got back from vacation. Local 12's Paige Barnes joins us now. And Paige, lay out the mayor's plan for moving forward.
Yeah, he says public safety and police visibility are the priorities. Mayor Purval says the city is making changes to look out for its residents, but he's being closely watched and criticized for his handling of the fight. The FBI is investigating, and the national politicians have reacted to this fight.
Mayor Purval says the, quote, racial dynamics of this fight are unavoidable and that honest conversations are needed to ease the tension. But it was Pastor Damon Lynch who addressed the racial and political divisions head on.
Two combatants, one black, one white. A black man steps in, breaks it up. The white guy re-engages, slaps, not the black man that he had just squared up with, but slaps another black man. And nobody's asking, why didn't he just walk away?
Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi and Councilmember Scotty Johnson criticized what's been shared online, but police won't release all of the evidence because they say it could negatively impact their investigation.
So I don't see the slapper's mugshot. And so sadly, I have to agree with those who are politicizing this and racializing this. I have to agree with the Smithermans, the Ramaswamis, the Marinos, Corey Bowman. This is racial because it is unequal justice. And so until we see all the mugshots, this is still a racial issue.
The city wants to...
And that's horrific if you think about it, because in a lot of states they got a thing called mutual combat, which means that two men have a disagreement for some reason and they get into a fight. So then they would call that mutual combat. They both agreed they're gonna have this fight, and they had to fight. Whereas that was like more like a brawl. So it's like one person is fighting. It seemed like the person was drunk from just, but he could be a mental person. It could be a mental case, and that's another reason why they're not putting him out there, put his face out there, because they kind of protect each other. He could be a mental person, a person dealing with mental issues. He got there, get a little sip in or whatever, and then he go crazy in a bunch of crowd, because ultimately the victimhood is going to kick in. The country is going to be on the person's side that has the other color. That's just how it is. And the black people do not have the right in America to necessarily protect themselves. It's like, hey, you have to be like in 1861. You have to walk away, take it upside the head, and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I know it wasn't cool. I know he was wrong, and everybody just come to your aid and say, oh my God, I can't believe you dealt with that. But nobody's really going to deal with what you dealt with. He's not going to even be caught and brought to justice at no element at all. It's like, oh, you was around a bunch of black people. You had to do what you had to do. Wow, it's so scary. Like, ain't y'all the ones who used to rat and yank people out the damn houses and prisons and hang them down the city square and chop off like, how do black dudes get so damn gangster? What the hell? What's up, AUBCTV? Hey, I ain't Jay-Z until I get Jay-Z bank account. So let's work on that. Call Jay and be like, this dude look like you, man. Hit him with about 50K. Nah, about 500K. That's more my price range. But I'm going to try to get and let somebody else explain it to you. Hit the like button, share the message, show love in the comment section. Break it down for your homie, because I appreciate everybody coming over here to check out the channel. We always try to talk about the different stuff that's swirling around in the world. It's a lot of stuff going on every day. And then sometimes we try to get on here and talk about it, bring it to you. We got to show it pop off mostly at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, early in the day. But then sometimes I readdress things, revisit things. Because we actually spoke about this a couple days ago. But it's like a notion going out there. We got to keep this conversation going in the media, because the big media, the news and everybody, they not stopping. They really pushing it. You know what I mean? You can turn on certain channels, especially Fox and things like that. They're actually keeping this message going. They're keeping it and out in the ethos and in the algorithm. So it's like you got to kind of speak up, because obviously they're trying to railroad those dudes and make them basically big victims of that night when they was all probably just getting drunk and hanging out. Then somebody came in with some craziness. But again, you can't be a victim if you're black. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you show love. What's up? Pat Brady said, "What's the skinny for the day, homie?" Homie seems kind of racist. No, I'm just fucking with you. I ain't gonna bother you like that. We talking about the boy over here fighting up in Cincinnati and not going to jail, not getting his mug shot. He just kind of like ducked away. And then they got 3 black people. Everybody, they gotta have lawyers. They gotta be. It's like you got, hey, bro. One night could make your damn evening and your months crazy. What if you ain't got the money for these lawyers? What if you ain't got the time to be at these places in law, court, jail? Come on, man. Like, it's a lot to go on with that. Let's get the story.
Cincinnati Brawl, as I told you I would, because I understand what's going on and what the state of Ohio and the city of Cincinnati is attempting, and the United States of America is attempting to do to these black folks over there is disgusting, right? And again, in America, we're not allowed to defend ourselves. We have a God-given right to defend ourselves, but we're not allowed to defend ourselves, right? They're saying that now we already had the whole footage, right? But they wasn't presenting it. What I'm realizing now is the police chief and the W city officials are afraid to actually arrest these W folks because they're scared of white backlash. They're afraid of it. You have Senator Bernie Moreno coming out and talking to all the W supremacist publications. He's sitting there having a conversation with them, and they're saying that they don't want to racialize it, but we got to make it racial. This should be a federal hate crime. Well, you got videos of them calling us the N-word, them pursuing of the butt whooping that they got, right? They went over.
So you see, man, everybody not feeling it, and this is one of the guys I watch a lot. It's named Street Media TV. Street Media TV. So if you want to rock, bro, holla at him. Get up with his channel.
Data everywhere, and not an insight to see.
Don't do that, because sometimes they want them commercials to play, boy, and they will not even let you actually stop them. They crazy, man. Let me take a quick break for their commercial, because Lord have mercy, they will not get up off our back. I'll be right back. Hey, man, could you call your mother and tell her I'm doing a live video? So she got it, don't call me. When she got home. She learned to call. Yeah, it'll mess up a lot. All right, y'all, we back at it. So I'm gonna get back to the bro video so y'all can see what's going on. And the process is just, we just talk about it and see what's going on with the craziness over here. We're gonna hear from the other perspective. This is from the other culture. This is for people who, the dominant society, and what they think about this. They look like they Fox News type folks. So let's get to the conversation. And y'all gotta let me know in the comments section what you think about these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Carl Smith went down the lane on us. But what's good with you, OG? I appreciate that conversation, man. Hit the like button, share the message, y'all. We need you guys to hit us up in the super chat. We got some stuff going over there. We got the YouTube membership. In the YouTube membership, you get to kick it with us all the time. You get to actually get real close to the brand. We get you little exclusive things that's just for you. We definitely got a dope amount of gear. We got definitely a dope amount of information on filmmaking and news and media. We do this full time, baby. So let's get at each other and support each other. Hit us up, YouTube membership, share the message, like the message. And this is definitely a dope day. So let's get back to the story. Go.
The violence in the first place. Check it out.
The reason they're acting this way is because it was an all-black mob attacking white victims. That's why they're doing this. And again, I don't like racializing these situations, but the obvious is, imagine if it was a white mob beating up 3 blacks. I mean, this would be the biggest story on the planet, with all we would be talking about. And you just went through a leader that says they deserve it. And so it seems as if they want criminals on the street terrorizing the public. That is the goal. White people get shamed about white mob violence from 100 years ago. Put 478 up on screen. These are 2 of the attackers that went up against the young lady. The dude on the left is the one that hit Holly. Senator, are we going to see from the Department of Justice federal hate crime charges here?
So I talked to all the victims on Sunday, in depth, what happened, walked me through every minute of it. So the 4 gentlemen plus Holly, they feel that they were targeted because of their race. And let's erase the race. It doesn't matter if they're white or black. Targeting somebody because of their race is illegal in this country. Thank God.
That's exactly right. Yes, and it's time for...
And they mental for saying all that stuff, because again, 2 men having a confrontation is mostly called mutual combat. And if you're around a group of people, that could become a melee. That's just crowd participation. That's how most mobs act. You know, a lot of times the guy said, oh, white people are being disrespected for things that happened 100 years ago. They literally are still doing that type of stuff in different parts of the country. You had those twin boys that got missing and somewhere up in one of those mountains, but they was nowhere. How would they even get up there? They finally was saying, got guys who was a truck driver who was missing in the last few days because he was out in one of those stretches of the world where it's no cell phone tower and all that stuff. They found his truck, but they didn't find him. Where you think these people missing? You think it's some boogeyman taking them? You think it's some kind of Dracula just yanking them and all that stuff like that? They walking around as zombies and they can't find their way home? It's more than likely it's what they was doing 100 years ago, still being perpetuated in some places in the country. You're just not there. You don't frequent them. You don't even know where they at. But you can find out the wrong way if you have one of those kind of jobs or kind of situations that keep you in those environments. You got to go up in and get in a job in this area, and now you stuck in this place. It's like, how you going to get back to safety if you're not in an environment in the woods or something like that because of somebody threatening you, or they put some big tree in the middle of the road. Now you can't go, you got to reverse your truck. The street too small to reverse it. You can't go forward. You know, it's like you can't imagine what people literally would have to go through inside that kind of. It's scary. It's really horrifically scary when you really measure it. You know what I'm saying? But I guess in America it's okay as long as it's happening to black people. If it was happening to other people, or especially the immigrants, it would be even more of an outrage. Wait a minute, they're going through all this stuff and people killing them in all of these places. No, it got to stop. But since it's been historically done to black people, it's like, oh, that's just, you know, what we're going to do. We're not going to investigate that. Let's get back to the conversation over here. Let's get it right quick.
Downtown Brawl, speaking out for the very first time in a video posted to social media. WLWT News 5 reached out to that woman. Her first name is Holly. She gave us permission to share her message. News 5's Daisy Kershaw joining us live with what she had to say. Daisy?
Aaron, you know, so many of you at home have seen photos of Holly's injuries circulating online, shown here also on WLWT, and video of the moment that she's beaten and thrown to the ground in that brawl has been shared hundreds of thousands of times. Tonight,
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going. And you have just brought back faith in humanity.
Yeah, she got a raw deal that day. I mean, you can see her face is really, really messed up. You know what I mean? That was kind of like one of those bad moments. 3 in the morning, everybody drunk, it's crazy, a fight kick off. And these things could happen inside the club. They could happen anywhere. It's just, again, it's a lot of people around. It's hot outside. It's one of the moments. Most people, like I'm sure in Cincinnati, got a long winter. It's cold as hell a lot of times. So people stuck up in the crib and they can't wait to get out into the club, into the party mode, into out in the thing, and then something go wrong. You know what I'm saying? But again, when it go wrong with a certain amount of people, they want to make sure they put somebody down for it. Like, you're not gonna just let those people get hurt and beat up like that, and then it's okay. It's like, no, somebody got hurt. We got to come back and figure out somebody going down for this, and it's really just that simple. It's like you're not gonna just be okay with with that. And I just do not like that. But I guess America hasn't changed, so you got. I would say those people should have probably walked away. But I mean, again, you're seeing everybody fighting. You're seeing. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But obviously, in a scheme in the history of what America has done, it's always since the beginning of time been the other direction. It hasn't been this direction where the black people are being able to fight, especially with a video camera showing it. Man, that's so far fetched. That's like literal technology. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to be seen. It's literally something like that. So that's when I'm trying to get to this point. I want y'all to see this guy tell his position. It's got some comical elements on it too. So
crazy white man.
All right, let's go. Here it is, right here, and I want y'all to hear this. So let's flip back to it. And this guy right here, his name's Paul Mooney. He's a comedian, but he's gonna give you like a little gist of the psychology of why some of that stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? My bro said, Paul Mooney said, no, we got a random TV said New York is in the house. What's good, New York? Paul Smith said, don't care about that sympathy. No sympathy here. All right, I don't know what the hell that means, but let's get back to it. Hey, yo, hit the like button, share the message, hit us up in the super chat, hit us up at the membership over there. We ready for y'all to get with it. But I'm gonna hit y'all with Paul Mooney. Let's get to this conversation because this kind of like explains it to me. So I might explain it to you too.
Why you can't?
All right, hold on, let's go back a little bit.
But they believe white folks. We gotta learn to cry and faint because white folks are faint. You ever sit in the bank and there's a robbery, somebody come in they will faint till that shit is over with. They're not giving up to white folks. They know what to say in court. Niggas, we don't know what to say. Them white folks know how they, serial killers, you know that. I saw some shit on Showtime where the serial killers from driving from state to state killing people and wasn't stopping for gas. That shit, I was by myself, that shit scared shit out of me. I tried to turn to HBO. I got scared. Because they're crazy. White folks will kill you, don't even have to know you. Why you can't? You see them dead. Crazy as cat shit. And got all the answers in court. They asked the crazy white man, why did you kill your wife? I was sleepwalking. It's a very unusual case. We'll have to study it. Crazy nigga, why'd you kill your wife? I was sleepwalking. Oh, nigga, really? Well, we're going to put you to sleep. We're going to put an end to all of this. No, nigga, there'll be no more walking around. Crazy white man, why did you wake up and kill everybody in the house? I don't remember. He doesn't remember. What an unusual case. We'll have to study this. Crazy nigga, why did you wake up in the project and kill everybody? I don't remember. 2,000 years, nigga, I bet you will remember. Crazy white man, why did you wake up and kill everybody on your block? I'm 12 different personalities. 12 different people? How unusual. We'll have to study this. Crazy nigga, why did you wake up and kill everybody at BET or your job? Because I'm 12 different personalities. Oh, really, nigga? Well, pick who you want to be, because some niggas going to jail. Fred, you don't give a damn. A nigga's going to jail today.
I wanted y'all to see that joke right there. That to me is a master class right there. That little pocket of this comedy. You can see this again. It's called Paul Mooney Analyzing White America. It's a dope joint. It's on YouTube. It's free. It's a whole hour. It's crazy. But the whole point about it is that that's the dichotomy. It's like, okay, if a white guy did it, then it's like, we'll have to study this. But then if a black guy did it, it's like, oh yeah? Okay, 75 years. It's like instant. It's not even a conversation. when it comes down to the white guy with the video being the person who actually started the fight, well, there's got to be a good reason. It had to be a reason. But then when the black dudes did it, fighting back or even did the melee, well, then it's almost you tried to do this to him, and your guys went too far, and it's no real care and understanding. So that's why I wanted to let y'all see that little segment from Paul Moody. You got to watch that. We might watch some more of that before the day is gone, but let me get back to old boy explaining a little way. Again, Street Media TV is right here. We're going to let him explain it. Let's go. Hit the like button, hit the share button, become a YouTube member, and definitely send a super chat. Let's get it.
Black folks all over the country, and we're not letting this go. We have now new footage, right? A lot of the incidents, and some of the stuff I had to cut out because you can't show really violence, online. So I had to cut a lot of it out. But you can see black folks trying to de-escalate the situation and break it up. And these black folks is over there minding their business. All of a sudden, some W folks drunk just came over. Now, this is the thing. In this country, what happened to us, because that W man said, well, they want to blame us for stuff that happened 100 years ago. No, it wasn't 100 years ago. It went on all the way up into the 80s, right? All the way up into the 80s, especially in the 60s and the 70s, right? Throughout the early 80s, it went on. And it also go on in your courtrooms, your lawmakers. It goes on all the time, right? So when we're sitting there minding our business and some W folks walk up to us and start bothering us, that should be a hate crime right away, because I don't know what your intentions are. Based off of what happened to us in this country, you already have a preconceived notion about us, right? So then when you...
Man, that right there is key. That boy, he hit a very key point about the automatic understanding that you guys, that most of them don't like us, and they even got the foreigners not liking us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it should be an automatic. If you get one of them people walking up to you talking that crap, it should be an automatic hate crime. No conversation about it. You want to be a Karen, there's a hate crime, but they'll never do that for black people. Hit the like button, hit the share button. We'll be right back in 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, be right back. All right, y'all, and we are back on it again with your boy right here. I'm Hood. You watching HoodFilms. This is Black Outrage 34. We're talking about the Cincinnati Brawl, all the craziness that went down. Why is it so wild that, you know what I'm saying, when people come together like this, just the chaos to kick off? And, you know, as we see, you know, they want the black people to be the reason and actually the foulness behind all this. But technically, it's not like that. If you can see some of the stuff play out right here, it's not going to show the wildness of the brawl, but you can kind of see who the people kind of like stacked together in some big old group. Hopefully it'll play. Let me see if it'll play.
We see an altercation involving two people today for the first time from an official government podium. Leaders like Pastor Damon Lynch acknowledged more detail about what allegedly happened between these two men.
Black man steps in, breaks it up. The white guy re-engages, slaps, just squared up with, but slaps another black man. And nobody's asking, why didn't he just walk away?
In this new video from a distance, you do see someone attempting to break this pair up. During this portion of the brawl, another man, you can see in what looks like a gray shirt, it has its unclear how this pair is separated, and this man shouts.
Yeah, y'all won't be able to see it that well because it only show green screen, but it's so chaotic out there, you can't see it that well. But it's just a breakdown basically from the governmental aspect where they basically trying to lock them up for this. So let's get back to it.
To be filed. In Cincinnati, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News.
But see, not just this video, You had a brother that was an eyewitness that recorded. He was the one that had a lot of the recordings that the news is playing now, right? Fox News, who's number one, Fox News interviewed this man. And mind you, this was the brother that had the footage. He put it out. How come Senator Bernie Moreno not talking to him? Huh? How come you not talking to this black man? I thought we was in equality. We getting to this place of equality. So,
and I saw the so-called victims, like, you know, being pretty aggressive, you know, towards the group of people that were already standing out there. And, you know, it was a situation where it looked like, you know, a lot of people, contrary to what people think, but there was a lot of people that were trying to break the fight up. You know, I think a lot of people feel like everyone was just egging it on, and that's not the case. You know, there was a lot of people, you know, trying to stop it. And, you know, like I said, the people that are being called the victims seem to be pretty aggressive, you know, in this. And so, you know, that's what I saw. You know, halfway through the video, you'll probably see where I got out because I noticed someone was on the ground. So I got out and kind of went back like in the thick of the fight. And, you know, there was a guy laying on the ground. You know, I was a little concerned about him, but then he got up and, you know, started, you know, there again. Once he got up, you know, people were kind of backing off of it, but he was kind of still going at people, you know, and, you know, using racial slurs. You know, so, I mean, it was just an unfortunate situation. I know it wasn't anything had to do with the jazz festival, you know, that's what a lot of them.
So you see that everybody pissed off, but at the end of the day, you know, people have to kind of be around each other with a little bit more care and understanding, because you see, these brawls will kick off. It will not sit still, you know, everybody in the same room and the same vicinity with each other. And it's a lot of, sometimes everybody ain't happy, you know, everybody's not friendly, you know what I'm saying? So it could turn bad, you know, and you know, we out there on the streets in the public, and if you feel accosted or if you feel, you know, like somebody in your circle or too close to you, it could turn, you know, get up off me, you know what I'm saying? Like and then now they turn into something else, and then they turn into something else, and they turn into something else. So I even believe, like, you know, at a certain age, you shouldn't even be out at those type of parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure these guys look like they was middle-aged or something like that, 40-ish. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, what you even doing there? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you got a big condo, a big backyard, a big, you know, some kind of spot that you own. You could just be over there with it. Hit the little spot, get the drinks, call you people, we over here. You know, but you going down to the spot, and then you outside late at night. This ain't even like regular hours. It's about 3 a.m. Anything could happen at 3 a.m. in any city. In any city you imagine yourself. If it's 3 in the morning and you outside, you know, just jumping around like it's 3 in the afternoon, that ain't the smartest move. It don't matter what state you in. You know what I mean? That should be something anybody would know. Like, you know, it's 3 a.m. Like, okay, where's my car? You know, how far I to get with my keys. You're supposed to be on your grind. But, you know, people just walking around just blasé, like, it's hot outside. I'm just chilling. I'm not messing with nobody. That's not real life. Real life is being on your grind, being on your P's and Q's, especially at 3 in the morning. You see something kicking off, somebody bumping into you. You get the hell up out of there. Like, I'm not turning around like, hey, what the hell's your problem? Like, it's 3 a.m. Like, somebody bumping into you, go to the crib. Like, go home. Go, and you can't be posted up out there trying to fight 13 people, 14 people. Like, that's crazy. You know, again, like I say, if you see somebody who's doing that or is caught up in something like that, they probably already got a mental problem. And it's just not nothing that you know. And now all of a sudden you're seeing it. And it's like, oh, snap, you're going to fight 13 people with the hell? But it's crazy. Let's get to this guy's story. Let's see what this guy got to say right here. Let's go. And I want y'all to hit the like button, share the message.
Goonie 2-time getting slapped. Okay? Now, pack that up. Now I'm going to show you. Here comes the brawl that happens after the slap. Check it out.
Alright, I ain't gonna show that brawl because they'll be tweaking on me, so I ain't gonna put
And when
that
you
out
see
there.
the real footage, you're gonna understand why people are upset. This wasn't some random attack. This all started when a man, and let's be clear, he's not even American, he's Russian, walked right up to a young black man and slapped him across the face. Yeah, slapped him. And you already know, that's not something you just let slide. But here's the thing, the news left that part out. They didn't show you the beginning. They didn't show you what sparked everything. They just showed you the part that makes us look bad, without any context. So before you judge, before you decide what you think happened, watch this. Watch the whole thing.
I'm not gonna play it though, cause they'll be on my heels. You know they go crazy. YouTube
I don't
got
care.
their rules. Let's get back to the message though. Hit the like button, share the message. Let's go.
He reached and put hands on the black man first. And then he got his ass handed to him. As far as the lady getting hit, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. But what I don't agree with is white women and their just ability to have to get into the middle of two grown men fighting. Let him get his whooped. I don't care if you love me, whatever, just stay back. Just stay out of it. Because when they get hit, then it's a problem. Now, that was a direct attack on her. She got knocked out, and that was on purpose. But she should have stayed back at that point. Situational awareness, people. Do not jump in there. And I'm betting all of them dudes, had they kept their mouth shut and walked the fuck on, wouldn't have started. I'm sorry, but that was not just a group of random brothers walking down the street looking for some white boys to beat up on. That was a bunch of motherfuckers bumping them gums until he reached and swatted that old boy's face and slapped him across the face, and then he got his ass handed to him. That wasn't a race crime. That wasn't no hate crime. That was an ass whooping. He should have never put his hands on that brother.
That's crazy. So you see, one of his own people don't agree with that, and he got a lot to say. But at the end of the day, that's the truth to that. You shouldn't be putting your hands on no. At 3 in the morning, I'd assume you drunk. I could just assume you drunk. But you know, sometimes you go to the nightclub, and the bartender could break your neck. You know, not that bartender, but the people be the bouncer. The bouncer, he'll come up on you and be like, "Hey, I told you can't get in." You like, "Man, hold on, I got my ID." Next thing you know, you getting choked into some corner somewhere. You like, I got my fancy outfit on. I'm up here about to boo-boo on myself. You choking the hell out of me right now. And you can't even fight back. Dude's standing like 6'19". You might as well just go home. So at the end of the day, you got to be having that situational awareness. Just like the guy said, hey, this ain't the moment. This ain't for me. I got something I'm finna go catch myself into. Peace out. Bye-bye. But it's 3 a.m. and you don't see it end of the night. You ready to go and kick it even further. You like, so when something jump off, you just, I mean, sometimes people have that crowd mentality where it's like, whoa, start running to whatever is going on. And then you never know how he got involved in it. It could have been some reason why the white guy was in an argument at the beginning. But when you put your hands on somebody, for whatever reason, maybe that's how they argue. I don't know. But that wasn't good, because now you got a video crossing a whole nation, probably over there where he from, as big as this one guy, you know what I'm saying? Gustavo said, hello from Ukraine. Good night from you, my friend. Good night, my guy. Have a good night, guy, whatever his name is. Let's get to the next phase of this, man. This old guy got a little conversation right here.
So the Cincinnati mob beating viral video of some white folks, I think a husband and a wife, or two dudes, and one of the dudes' wife got the holy kicked out of them by a group of black folks. But the media is not telling you what led up to this incident. They're portraying it and playing it as this was just a mob attack, a jumping of some white folks by a group of black folks. So I wanted to wait until I had some more of the backstory before I came in front of my followers here to let y'all know what was really going on. So I'm going to show you some receipts. I'm going to show you some still shots and about 2 videos. So just stick with me as we break this down, because I think it's really important for race relations and tensions and stuff like that here in the United States of America. So first of all, I grew up in the hood. Every fight, there's somebody going to jump you, okay? Let's just put that out there. But I do not agree with the mob mentality at all. I'm all about the 1-on-1 or the 2-on-1 or whatever. But the whole mob mentality, I don't agree on that or with that at all, okay?
I don't even want to go no further, because at the end of the day, that's true. You know, the mob mentality is something you really can't control. You know, I remember when I was, it's been a few years now, but they had the Chicago Blackhawks won. And so I went downtown because that's where everybody was going to the parade. Now, as you got the main street was cut off, so you had to come down through one of the side streets to Michigan Avenue, the main street. But it was, if you came down any block, you know, anyone from Jackson on down, it was just a crowd, obviously, to see them. We were all headed to the lakefront, which is like, it's like 1 block before the lake. It's called Grant Street, and that's where they were headed. But we had to walk this way, and they cut off the main street, so you couldn't walk on Main Street, which is Michigan Avenue. So as we were coming closer to the edge, which was nice, a red light before you can cross over, you'll be on the other side. Now you can go closer to the party. But the crowd would get so tight towards that red light, you just knew it. You were getting up there, you're squeezing crazy because there's so many people coming down behind you and in front of you. So at one point, I'm coming up, you know, I'm by myself. I'm in the crowd, and some Hispanic dudes start being like, "Hey man, why you pushing?" to me. And I'm like, I'm just in a crowd, so many people, it ain't even real. And he like, "Why you pushing, man? Why you pushing?" I'm thinking like, I ain't pushing no damn body. I'm being pushed. I mean, there's people in front of you and me. Like, what are you talking about? So he said, "Hey, man, keep pushing. We're gonna beat your ass, man." And I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? I'm literally by myself. I'm downtown. I want to go see the fucking parade like everybody else. I done took the train down here. I'm not imagining nothing like this happening. It's so many people as we get to the red light trying to get to the red light to cross. So I'm kind of just kind of close to these guys, but not in front of me or behind me. They like to the left. So he's steady screaming like, "Yeah, man, we're going to fuck you up as soon as we get out of here, man. You pushing, you pushing." I'm thinking like, it's 700 damn people. White people, blue people, every kind of person going to go see. But he just kind of picking some shit with me. And I'm like to myself like, okay, he outnumbered me, obviously, like 3-4 of them. And I'm like, what the hell does this dude keep talking to me about? Like I'm pushing, you know, as we getting closer to the curb, we getting closer to the red light, the sidewalk, which you can cross. So now we get there. I'm really thinking they're gonna do some shit because I don't know them. I mean, I've never seen these people in my life. I'm just trying to get to the damn parade like everybody else. Like I don't even know what the hell they even talking about. So he keeps screaming, "Yeah, man, we're gonna beat your ass, man." I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm from the south side, so I'm like, it's gonna be a bad afternoon if you think you just gonna whoop my ass. And what? Okay, let's see when we get to the clearing what's gonna happen. Because I'm not gonna argue with you because I don't even know why even talking to me. But let's just see what you got going on. So we get to the clearing and they walk about their business. And I said I thought so because it would have been bad for you trying to run up on me when I'm pushing in a crowd of 700 people and you didn't pinpoint me. Do you think you outnumber me or something like that? Yeah, all right, watch what happened. And they went about their business. And I stayed outside partying at the damn thing, you know, at the parade for all day, all night. You know, I was having fun. I didn't think about none of that. Like, they're going to walk back on me. None of that. I didn't care because it's like I didn't come for that. I don't know you. I'm not even doing what you said I'm doing. But I'm going to protect myself. So if you feel like this your moment, then this my moment too. But if you feel like you need to go about your business, then go about your business because I don't have nothing to do with you. You completely a stranger. So I didn't know what was that all about. But I'm just saying that these little random crazy moments can happen. And you're not expecting it. You're not looking forward to it. But then what do? You know, I didn't go chase behind them and say, "Yeah, I'm out now. What you got to say?" You know, I looked at it like, okay, well, maybe they was frustrated because, you know, it's sun beaming on you as well. Maybe they were just frustrated from being locked in that crowd because we couldn't do nothing. It wasn't like you can be like, "I'm tired of the crowd. Let me turn around and go back." You was literally locked in this group of humans and you couldn't do nothing until the green light changed. And so, but it was just random like that. So you never know when life is going to be all about, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to be ready and prepared. I'm a little younger at that time, so I was not literally in no fear or nothing like that. It's kind of shocking because it's like, why is these people talking to me and then trying to be in a threatening way? Like, it's so many people. What the fuck you talking to me for? But at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself. But the guy in this particular situation couldn't protect himself. He couldn't protect the female. And these are the things that should wake you up. You can't protect yourself. You can't protect the female. Why are you even around this type of chaotic moment? Like, this is when you leave. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let's get back on the conversation, man.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Hey, Joanna, what you need to be doing is liking the button. And you need to be sending a super chat. Do that part. Be more revealing like that. That's the kind of stuff that we're working on today over here at HoodFilms. Be a YouTube member. Do that. Do that stuff. Let's get back to the message. See what this guy got saying. I don't know. You tell me what color his beard is, too. Matter of fact, I'm a little colorblind. Let's get to it.
To the ground. We saw a hate crime in Buffalo, New York back in 2022. No riots, no cities were burnt down. We saw a hate crime that took place in Jacksonville, Florida at the Dollar General in 2023. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in Jacksonville, Florida, we saw a black serviceman taken out by the police in his home. No riots, no cities were burnt down. Also in 2024, we saw Sonia Massey get taken out by the police in her home. Guess what? No cities were burnt down, no riots. However, Ashley Babbitt gets sent to meet her maker by the police while entering a secure government area, and I bet you one of the many troglodytes calling her a patriot and a hero. Where you and I may be on the same political is while entering a secure government, Sonia Massey get taken out by the police in her home. Guess what? No cities were burnt down, no riots. However, Ashley Babbitt gets sent to meet her maker by the police while entering a secure government area, and I bet you one of the many troglodytes calling her a patriot and a hero. Where you and I may be on the same political aisle, I can honestly say you and me are not the same. I didn't draw that line of division. You did.
Only in America. That's effective right there. He named a bunch of stuff that you can get you a little history on and learn how it's affecting other people. That's really what it all comes down to. It's about how it affects other people. And that's what we really talk about over here at Black Outrage. What is going on in the podcast? We have to bring a lot of these stuff into awareness. And then, you come to my channel. I appreciate you checking us out. A lot of people come here and watch the stuff that's going on in the world. It's just one of those channels that's doing that at this point, and we're grateful for that. So y'all hit the like button, keep the message going. It's not easy making these videos and putting all this stuff together and making sure that it's kind of concise, that you can understand it. So show love, hit the super chat, show love, become a YouTube member, and we back on the message. Appreciate you for checking us out too.
America, a Russian immigrant can come to the United States of America, go to a black event, start a fight. Russian white immigrant comes to a black event, starts a fight with black people, gets roughed up a little bit. He don't even get his whipped. And the white patriots who claim to be patriots, who claim to be anti-immigration or anti-immigrant, who want to deport all these people, are going to take the side of the white immigrant instead of the black people from the United States of America. Somebody make that make sense to me. And
you literally cannot make that make no sense. That if you yourself or me myself was in another country and I went to the hip hop party where they be at, or I went to the gala where everybody hang, and then I get into a thing, it might not even be my fault. It might be somebody trying to rough me up or be in my face or be a little aggressive. And then I got to stand tall. I got to stand up for myself in this particular moment. I'm going to be on the news. They're going to say you embarrassed America. They're going to say you got to leave our country. They're going to say you don't get to be right in that particular moment. That person was right. They're going to probably even say you can't use profanity. It's illegal. You can't use, everything is going to be illegal for you. You're not going to be able to do it your way at people places. So to think that that's okay right now because these guys came here, they supposed to be getting locked up. They supposed to be getting kicked out of America because exactly what happened. You got this big video crossing the world about some fight that happened at 3 in the morning. It's no way you're supposed to be legal and walking around normal. You know what I mean? These people had to fight, go to work the next day with scraped up. The lady got hurt. The guy didn't even think about the lady. Maybe the lady knew him. I'm not sure if she was his friend, but it's like she came in there to help you out, and then she get dusted off like that. That was your fault. You up there bringing her around that. You ain't even supposed to be in that kind of melee fight at a certain age of your life. Because imagine your body trying to heal from being kicked in the back or rolled around on the ground, the wet, nasty ground in some street. Man, all this stuff got to be thinking through your brain. You know, but sometimes it be people's first time. So they might not have had those experiences when they're young, and then they get older, and it's like, you know what, I'm okay to have a bar fight. You know, I'm okay to get into a big old scuffle with some dudes or whatever. Like, I never really had to, that's not what I was doing when I was growing up. So it happened today, you know, one day out of my life. It just kind of, but most of people have had those kind of, you know, tough moments. And when you were younger, you had to fight something or deal with some kind of bully or whatever. So you're not looking for that. You're not waking up like, okay, the first person to say something to me today. You're not thinking like that. You're trying to make it back home. You're trying to be happy. You're trying to have fun. You're not really thinking about going into some moment, even at night, even if it's 3 in the morning. You're not thinking like, I'm gonna get one more drink. I'm gonna walk to my car. If anything happened, it's so far-fetched from your thoughts. It's not, you're just normal. You just want to go home. You're not thinking about hurting nobody or even getting hurt. But some people are, and that's really what we're talking about right now. Some people are okay with that. They down with it. It don't matter if it's painful, if it's a crime, if I get hurt, man, who cares, man? I did it, man. I don't care. I wasn't, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let this guy give a little bit more conversation. Hit the like button, hit the share button, holla at your boy. It's your boy Hood, this Black Outrage 34. We having fun on this station. We kicking it all night. We doing what we gotta do, talking about what's happening in the world. And here go the message.
They're gonna try to win an election on it. Somebody make that make sense to me, while white America patriots will take the side of a Russian immigrant over black people. And you don't understand why black people don't trust the Republican Party. This is a point in case. Fix yourself, baby.
Now that y'all have seen the full footage, tell me this. Does this look like some random, unprovoked attack? Or does it look like somebody got exactly what was coming to them? The media's been running with this story like it was a hate crime, painting this picture of black folks just ganging up on an innocent man. But let's call it what it really was. Self-defense. Nothing more, nothing less. This wasn't about race. This wasn't some coordinated attack on a white man. First off, the guy's not even white. He's Russian. And second, he started it. He slapped that young black man first. Not only that, but witnesses say there were racial slurs being yelled before things went left. That's adding gasoline to a fire. When you push somebody's buttons like that, when you cross that line physically and verbally, you can't act shocked when people react.
And that's the truth, though. And I think that being a provocateur to that extent, see, again, a lot of black people not really around a lot of white people like that. Now, not saying that they not work for them or they not at jobs or whatever, married to them. I'm saying that kind of level of negativity. And especially somebody who you know, like a friend or a family or, somebody that's in your world. Like, you might probably be around somebody like that if you don't have to know them. You going in passing. But it's not somebody that's going to be, dear to you or something like that, that's going to be using that kind of negative conversation towards you. So if you hear it, or if you hear it being put towards another person, it can be provoking. You know what I'm saying? It could be extremely provoking. It's like, well, damn, you know what? I didn't know I was going to react like that. I never really hear a white dude calling a black dude the N-word like that. That's not every day. That's not once a month. It's like really rare. It's probably the first time in your life, seeing it. And it's like actually seeing it. And so now that triggers something in you to be like, hold on, I'm not ever finna deal with nothing, nobody doing that in front of me. But this not what you thought you was gonna be doing that day. It's just kind of happening in front of your face. And then everybody started attacking, and here come you jumping in it too. And it's like, damn, you're thinking about it after the fact, like man, what was wrong with me? You know what I'm saying? Because again, these are moments that you wouldn't expect. But again, the people using the racial epithet like that, he's feeling like I'm just, getting it off my chest. And it's like, you better be careful with that, because some people could take that to the wrong extent and even hurt you before you even try to hurt them. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back, y'all. Let's take a quick break. Let's go. Shit is a job. Working. Do this shit for the mob. We do it up with a lob, like a lob. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Appreciate you coming back to us. You rocking with us. We rocking out together. This is Black Outrage 34. We got the podcast going. We're talking about the Cincinnati Brawl. Everybody mentioning it. News. Everybody talking about it. I'm going to go and play a little bit of my guy, Paul Mooney. I don't know if you ever seen this guy before. He got a comedy thing called Analyzing White America. Analyzing White America. It's free. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's so fucking funny. It's the best. But let's let him tell us a little bit more about the psychology of the upper class.
They don't let us get away with bullshit. The white folks can talk shit all day long. And everybody believes it. The complexion for the protection. Look at that white man. Has they'll say anything. Niggas, Puerto Ricans, aren't you right on the wall? That's against the law. Graffiti. And then he'll find a mountain and put his face on it. Oh, he's a bitch. Read my lips. This white man's in the space program. Has lost 2 space probes worth $142 million apiece. He's the only person free enough to get on TV. Well, shit happens. Let's move on. Let a nigga lose 1 space probe. They'll build a rocket ship. Nigga, get in the rocket ship. Go find the space probe. Don't come back, nigga, if you don't find it. And take this little ugly ass monkey with you.
Hey, I fuck with this nigga because he keep it so
why are white people
billion.
obsessed with wild animals?
He keep it so fucking 1 billion, man. You gotta mess with this dude one day, because if you see this actually, it's almost like therapy, but it's therapy for us because you get to laugh at the hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to it. This is another little funny one. Let's get to it. We're gonna let him just tell it. I ain't gonna tell it. He gonna let him tell it. Hit the like button. Share the message, y'all. Let's go.
It's a trip with them. They're always trying to train some of our animals. Those are our animals. Black folks, we come from where wild animals live. We don't give a damn about nothing wild. When's the last time you seen a nigga on an elephant? It's white folks. They can't help themselves. They try to train shit. They've been talking to some gorilla for 20 years. Coco. Remember you said, Coco, steak, pussy, titty, Coco. Coco suck. Freaks. Always trying to train some shit. SeaWorld, they're trying to ride some shit. What is wrong with them? What is the matter with white folks? Sticking their head in the lion's head and trying to train a bear and a mountain lion, the black panther. There's just something wrong with them. And don't mention a monkey. They are fascinated with monkeys. We don't give a damn about a monkey. You could be talking to a monkey and a white person come by in 5 minutes, they know all the monkey's business. The monkey's name is Dave, he's not from here. What?
This is what you call masterclass in comedy right there, because to be able to see some of these things and to articulate it, that this will make this one of the funniest comedies in the world. I actually look at this stuff when you hear some of the stuff that you come across your plate that's like some of the shit is horrific. You know, somebody missing, somebody got, twins murdered in some mountain, and it's just so much craziness that you hear about it, or somebody getting jumped or yelled at. Man, so much stuff. It's just to be like, man, what the fuck is going on? So if you could hear some of the comedy like this, that just give a different perspective, a way for you to understand it, because sometimes you can't understand it. It'd be like, why? You can look at all the episodes of Black Outrage, each one lack understanding. Like, how is this happening? Like, you would think that this is not happening no more, but oh, it's happening. I'm gonna let them look. One or two more jokes before we move on to this. Let's go.
The votes don't mean you're gonna win.
Let's get to one.
Starbucks. I like my coffee black, but not that damn black. Mocha Coco nigga loco. 9/11, baby, and in New York, yellow cabs dominate. You couldn't find a cab nowhere near the Twin Towers. They knew. Wasn't a cab nowhere around. You couldn't catch a cab if your mama's life depended on it. Because the word was out, they knew. Not a cab nowhere. Yeah, y'all, grab that. Wasn't a cab nowhere. They knew what was going on. It's a damn shame. 9/11. And Bin Laden, they made Bin Laden more popular than Jesus. Because I first saw him, he looked like an old Jesus that went postal. Bin Laden, Bin Laden, Bin Laden, $25 million reward. And I mean, everybody lost money and I canceled all my shows. I'm looking for that goddamn Bin Laden. Bin Laden, Bin Laden, Bin Laden. Find no goddamn Bin Laden. They'll have a better chance of finding Uncle Ben. They've been talking to some gorilla for 20 years. Freak! School has changed. It's a goddamn shame. Who's Oprah Winfrey? Acting crazy. They don't want to hear it. See, but I'm talking about now. The hush is coming over Jerusalem. Don't want to give us no credit. Oh, who built the pyramids, white people? Space people? Pigeons? They start talking crazy when it comes to us, don't they? And always, my folks always make me, and they rub Maxima in my booty and kept asking me, who's Oprah Winfrey? Acting crazy.
Hey, y'all need to go check that out, man. Spend some time, laugh, get a little bit of laughter in. You got a little bit of information came down from the people up in Cincinnati. It's been a brawl. It's been crazy. It's just no way to get into situations like that, because the guy kicked off something with a group of people who he don't know, they're strangers, and they just responded, obviously from eyewitness accounts. He started something with some strangers, and they just basically kind of finished it in a lot of wild way, but because it's 3 in the morning, it's like, no, I can't imagine the police walking down the street at 3 in the morning. They trying to make it home and be safe. So it's like anything could happen at that time. It's kind of like a free fall at that time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of be thinking if you're trying to have a safety moment or not get your head knocked off, especially messing with some dudes that kind of man they've been in. They probably drinking just the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's that, man. I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all day. We rocked out on this message today, man. So I have another show tomorrow for y'all. Stay tuned. It's going to be fly. It's going to be something. I got to figure out what we're going to talk about. When we figure it out, I'm going to get right back to y'all about that. You know what I'm saying? And then, my man, Rhyme, you going crazy, bro. You going crazy. You need your podcast, bro. You need your podcast for the ladies, bro. Get on that. Get on that. Hit the like button. Throw some dough in that super chisel for your homie, man. Do that. Do that. Do that. Loheen, boy, that name cold, but you goofy. I'm gonna keep it a minute. I'm gonna keep it all the way live. I'm gonna keep the comments coming, man. We can talk some smack. We can talk some smack. We can talk some smack. You know what I mean? We can talk some smack. I don't care. Hey, let's do it. Let's do it. I love the comment section. I have a lot of fun in the comment section every day. That's my spot. We talk that stuff. Hit us up. If y'all ain't got no more, I'm gonna dive off of here. We're going to jump back on it again tomorrow. We're going to have another subject matter we talking about. And then I got How to Make a Hood Movie up in my comment section. That's my book. It's right there on Amazon. You also got other videos. The membership is available over there, right there, where we get you this information and fun stuff ahead of time and just have some fun with it. And I'm going to get back at y'all. Have a good night, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.